Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John. This reports for the 20th. If my voice sounds incredibly difficult to hear, I apologize. It's the choice of children bringing home illnesses, and it's had me laid up for a few days. So if you haven't seen me on Skype chat, that's particularly why. But we have the strong starts of a buy signal coming through, but we've seen a little bit of softness, both with shorts pretty much vacating the situation, as well as short-term buyers softening up. So all we've done is just filled back in a little bit. It doesn't look to be anything too traumatic at this particular point. What we're keeping our eye on is the shakeout here as it fluctuates right around the -0 line. While still holding up, we're still looking at a very nice extreme histogram, nothing dipping below the red line. The question now is we need to see a turn up of the steel, because a cross here or a move up of the cyan with the steel cross would suggest that we would revisit a little bit lower. Though we talked about this intraday too. Most of it had to be filled back in for the positive extremes that it created in that. So it was not too big a shock. A little bit stronger than NASDAQ, and that's been, well, that was easy to see because of the shakeout. Not dipping the way it did for the S&P, or the ES futures in this case. But you can see we actually have the cyan minus 299 to the red at 350, so close to a crossover. Not quite there yet, but certainly the green is over the cyan, and that adds to the strength. If we can enlarge that a little bit, make it easier to see. Not going to hurt me when doing that. And the euro, under a little bit of, it just had this big move. It's got to retrace most of it. It was all positive extremed. Throw in the Germans not being able to create a government and get a little drama. It might be enough to give it a little softness. And certainly will create a little bit of fluff on the S&P, but not that much. It's still outside the range. So as long as it's there, it certainly justifies where we're at, market-wise at least. And TLT is still way overdone. It's interesting because they keep talking about how the growth numbers going into the fourth quarter, are at least at the end of the year, are going to be strong. So another rate hike potential. And if we don't see that, then that's really going to be an interesting one, because you can see the economy just really take off way faster than the Fed would be able to control things. And not that they're in control, much as it is of just throw money at weakness. It'll be interesting when things turn up, what they're going to do, whether they're do the classic, I always blame Bernanke for the financial collapse, because it was when he decided to raise rates ridiculously as he took over from Greenspan, and thought that, oh my gosh, I've got to keep inflation under control. And that just basically created the housing crisis. Not that it wasn't overdone, but it really certainly fueled it when you jacked up people's payments on those adjustable rates instantly. Oil's holding on just fine. Reset here, complete with that really deep move on the steel. So we had the softness coming back, but then we got the nice pull up. Didn't get much of a reset, so it's still going to be what I would consider slightly overbought within this configuration, even on the turnaround. So a little bit more of an up leg, and then probably enough. And then we talked about this gold being right at the spot we wanted to, and sure enough, took a giant move. Just starts still has to break out this little upper area here, but this was not unexpected in that we've seen the bottom came in and we ended up still being near the lows, slightly higher with our D omega here with the red, and then breaking into a new zone along with the pop up. A bit overbought, so it's probably going to fill in just a little bit, but I think it's a suggestion that markets internationally will fly to areas that provide safety. And in this particular case, global equities might seem a little frothy for them. Fiat currencies still seem to be all that popular at this particular point due to the manipulation. So gold, it was gold. Turning to the 5K chart, you can see from Friday's action that we started that short signal from back over here with the huge spike on the orange, and it's pretty much been unabated from that time. We can shrink it a little bit more. You can see the rally because we talked about the positive extremes. It's all we've done pretty much is just fill them back in. So started positive extremes all the way right there, boom, right to it. Basing now. It's all good. The ranges are excellent. No complaints, and particularly when we get nice even runs like that, even when we have these little pop-ups, nothing could get past 50%. And as that 50% traded lower, price continued to decline with it. So strong action there. Sorry about the voice. Hopefully it'll get better shortly. A lot of fever and stuff, but it is what it is. Trade well. I'll talk to you later.